Hey guys, so it's time to do a quick little comparison here of the performance, looking at the speed and camera of the Xiaomi Mi Mix phone, which is absolutely epic in terms of the build quality. Is it any good in other areas? We're going to have a look in this video and compare with the S7 Edge, its natural rival for the wow factor. So you can see the Xiaomi Mi Mix is a little bit bigger here. I think, well, actually, it's like over 6 inches compared to the S7 Edge. They both have epic screen ratio, if we're to be honest. Oh, S7 Edge does just beat the Xiaomi when it comes to the boot up here. Only just though, the Xiaomi did very well there. Usually it is quite behind. We're just going to have a look here at the Android version. I have updated the S7 Edge to the Beta 4 as well. So this is the latest Nugget based TouchWiz, and this is running its latest software, which is Android Marshmallow. And we do have performance mode on the S7 Edge as well. So we're just going to compare here the speed day to day, what you can expect from the Xiaomi Mi Mix, and then we're going to have a look at the camera because we don't really know how it is. You can see the absolutely epic thing here with the Xiaomi is all the apps just look so much engrossing because of how big it it comes on the display. It still makes me laugh even now. I mean, I can't even concentrate on the speed test, it's just so epic. But I think Xiaomi is getting a few here when it comes to the raw speed, which is nice to see as well. Another one there to the Xiaomi. So let's see the camera here. So about similar with that one. Yeah, and Xiaomi here, I think it's coming with this Snapdragon 821, which is a very impressive performer, you know, based upon what I've seen. You can see nice and fast to the settings there. Let's have a look at some of the games. So this beta for the S7 Edge doesn't seem to be that fast really. I mean, the Xiaomi seems to be killing it here when it comes to these games. From what I've seen of the S8, the Samsung flagship will be coming with a very similar design as the Xiaomi Mi Mix as well. I've seen some amazing mock-ups, like completely all display. So the Mi Mix seems to have opened up every single one here a little bit faster, which is pretty good. Very epic actually. So I'm probably going to give this to the Mi Mix here when it comes to the raw speed of the app opening. And we're just going to have a look at the Wi-Fi here. So both are on the same thing. Start with the S7 Edge. Not bad at all today. And what can the big Xiaomi give us? So it looks like a more average score here for the Wi-Fi, which is what I did see with the Mi Note 2 as well. Perhaps Xiaomi could improve its antennas a little bit. How does that translate into the browsing performance? We're going to use the stock browser on both of them, which you can see opens up nice and fast there. And let's go to Daily Mail. So let's see. Look at the browsing experience with the Xiaomi. It's absolutely epic. I mean, when I was out and about with this phone, I was really, enjoying the experience of the actual browsing on the phone. Like, I had it tethered to my Nexus, and it was just absolutely incredible. So you can see, look how much content you can get on there. I'm not 100% sure of the resolution of the display. I think it's full HD, or it could be 2K. I'm not 100% sure, but I've got to say it does look very pin sharp actually. And it just makes me laugh. It's just such a funny phone. But I think the S7 Edge is going a little bit faster here when it comes to the loading of pages. Maybe it's because of the browser. I'm not using Chrome, obviously. Let's see Verge here. And go. Yeah, so it looks like a little bit slow browsing here again with the Xiaomi Mi Mix, same as the Mi 5 as well. But the actual experience itself is really amazing. I've got to say, that edge to edge, up and down, left and right. Well, not down. Obviously, we do have a little bit of border here, but I'm not really too bothered about the speed when you've got such an epic display. So we're just going to have a look at the multitasking here, see how that is as well. See if it holds anything in memory. Now this is a 4 gig RAM model. I think you can get 6 gigs of RAM model some places. But this should be fair here. Both of them have 4 gigs of RAM. And it seems to be not fully reloading, but some of them look a little bit sketchy, if you know what I mean. Not straight back in there all the time. But it looks a lot better than the Mi Note 2, I've noticed. Mi Note 2 was pretty atrocious when it comes to the memory management. You can see very nice and fast for the camera there. And the S7 Edge did struggle. Let's have a look at the games. So after this one, looks like it holds most of the basic apps in memory, which is quite good. And UFC. So it didn't hold UFC in memory, but the S7 Edge did. So that's a point to Sammy. And let's see the other one. Again, this is where Xiaomi falls over, is the software optimization, particularly when it comes to games. I've noticed they do some epic hardware, it's just the software that they need to improve on. Hugo Barra, hope you're listening. But he kept that one in memory. So nearly, pretty good overall experience here with the Xiaomi. I'm actually quite impressed because, usually it is a little bit dodgy, but how does the camera compare? So, some people have been saying that it's quite like a mid-range kind of camera here with the Xiaomi. I think it's 22 megapixels, similar to the Mi Note 2, and I have been out and about with it to check it out, see how it compares against the best here, and we're going to have a look and see, on the device. Trying to be very careful, as you can see, because it's such a precious looking trinket. So let's have a look. Let's open up the camera here on both of them, and we did do some low light shots. as you can see, and we'll just make it so you can see the full screen here, which is pretty awesome that you can do as well with the Xiaomi, as you can see, because of the screen epicness. In terms of the actual performance, I'd probably rate it below the S7 Edge. You know I was going to say that anyway. It's not as bad as I was expecting, actually. I found the pictures to be very usable, particularly when you put the HHT mode on in the low light. It's just I don't think it's quite up there with what you can get from the best of like Apple, Google or Samsung at the moment, which is a little bit disappointing given the price of the device. But then again, it can't be perfect all around. There are going to be areas for improvement here, and I think the camera definitely is an area where they can improve a little bit. In terms of the daylight shooting, generally it's quite good. Sometimes it can be a little bit slow to focus, resulting in a little bit blurry shot, so that's something to watch out for. And the video, again, the focus can be a little bit slow compared to the competition, as well as the exposure, but it's very usable at the end of the day. So, in conclusion, I'd say a competent camera here, nothing particularly special. I think the actual way you can actually view the pictures on the screen is probably the high point of the camera experience, really. It really looks amazing. But the S7 Edge itself looks pretty good still, with the curved display when you're looking at pictures. Overall here, I think you can summarize that the actual performance is pretty good here in terms of the app opening, etc. There is room for improvement though when it comes to the multitasking, but if you're looking to realistically buy this phone and use it as a daily driver, I think you could definitely get a good experience from it. Just be aware that I think Xiaomi is not the best when it comes to software. They're more kind of looking at hardware kind of things at the moment, which is good, but I think for future they could improve the software experience, make it a bit more cohesive. I've been really enjoying the experience so far. It is definitely something fresh here, brought to the table. I will be doing some more videos on it, so do stay tuned for that. Hope you find this one helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.